Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Horror Debate. I'm Michael Mandy. He's Rowdy Jeff.
And this week we are reviewing a movie that's close to my heart, man. House of a Thousand Corpses by none other than Rob Zombie from 2003.
I just want to say, dude, did you give me acid when I wasn't watching and put on Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Dude, this movie takes a little bit from a lot of different movies and a lot of different influences and puts it together in something that...
I think most of the influences are illegal, though.
You know what? I enjoy this movie. I enjoyed this movie the first time I watched it, and I'll tell you why. It doesn't take itself very seriously at all.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
I finally understood what you mean when you talk about the stupid stick.
No, the stupid stick doesn't apply here, dude. Let me tell you
yes,
why.
it did.
You can get hit by the stupid stick and still make a decent movie. See, all the movies you make me watch, like Return of the Living Dead, that's just the stupid stick going completely free reign.
There's a guy sticking a gun in Captain Spaulding's face, and he offers him fried chicken.
Well, hey, you can hand me a burger or something. I mean, let me just say, this movie right here has, like I said, Rob Zombie. He's a horror movie fanatic, and he's got all these different influences. And I think he just got a little happy with everything, and just said, "Oh, I'll take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. I'll put it all together in a mixer, and whatever just comes out, and that's kind of what this movie was." But I'll tell you what, the saving grace of this movie, if it wasn't for this guy, this movie wouldn't have went over. Sid Haig,
yes,
in the Captain Spaulding role. I mean, this is some funny stuff, man. I get a kick out of it. I remember the first time I watched it, I was just cracking up. This guy, entertainer to the max, man.
Yeah,
good stuff.
He was definitely the saving grace for me in this film.
Yeah.
I mean, when he was on screen, I mean, just his presence was really natural. Yeah, he was a clown,
right?
But I don't know. He seemed to be the best part of this film.
Oh, I just enjoyed the heck out of his performance, man. Yeah, lay down the plot for us, Mike.
Plot of this film is basically a bunch of teenagers, 4 teenagers, have car problems.
Isn't that the way it always starts?
Yeah, and
that's the way it always starts. I tell you.
Yeah, they pick up a strange hitchhiker, and she says, "Oh, come to my house," and all the fun starts. Yeah, Sherry Moon, Rob Zombie's girlfriend. Rob,
you would have pulled over.
Hey, I would have said Rob's a lucky guy, but that laugh, man, I that girl would know the meaning of a gag order.
Yeah, man, I don't know, dude. You would have pulled over though. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, that's all.
That's all you got to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, basically, the characters in this movie are so far-fetched and just so over the top.
It's almost a cartoon.
It is almost a cartoon. And like I said, that's kind of why the Spaulding character works for me. I had a ball with that. The rest of the characters I could have done without. I mean, honestly, it was a little bit too much, again, on that stupid side of horror for me. Mm-hmm. But if somehow, for whatever reason, I'm not sure why, this movie actually works for me being stupid. And as I've said so many times before, I'm not a fan of stupid horror, but somehow the pieces of this one make it work. And I also enjoyed the character who I thought was a double of Sid Haig. I mean, he looked so close to being him, and that was the sheriff character, the lieutenant, I should say. And he was just absolutely. I mean, when they went nose to nose inside Spaulding's place, they looked like twins, dude.
Okay.
Didn't they?
William
one in a
Bassett.
clown outfit, one in a sheriff outfit, but look at their faces and their heads. I mean, it was like I thought they were playing some camera trick there, man. But
nope.
His characterization was also pretty good, and his partner was funny as well. I mean, I just got a kick out of the over-the-topness of the regular type characters, not necessarily the ones that are inside the house, not the crazy people, but the standard people who are investigating this thing. I just thought they did a brilliant job, man. And there was also some really interesting a way of shooting this movie that was pretty interesting with the color tricks they were doing, the pull-aways with the camera, some of the tight shots of eyes, and just like various things like and
a lot of the crazy jump cuts too. Like instead of just doing a normal edit, they'll stick in something totally unrelated and make it look like it was on TV, and the characters talking to.
I thought I saw
screen.
your beloved creature features in there one time.
No, Bob Wilkins didn't do that.
No, not Bob Wilkins. But I mean, I thought I saw something that said creature features in there on one of the walls or something when we were watching. I'd have to go back and check. This movie, seriously, I mean, you almost have to have a slow-mo button to catch everything because everything is cut so frenetically. you know. But in this movie, like I said, for whatever reason, and I don't even know why, it works for me.
And like the crazy color schemes, it was almost like you even said, we're going into the fun house.
Yeah.
You know,
Don't remind me of that movie. Oh, God.
You know, I'd rather watch the fun house than this again.
Better you than me.
Yeah. Because, my problem with this film, you keep saying the stupid stick and all that.
Yeah.
This film tried to take itself so seriously with everything else, and then they would throw in something crazy.
I disagree.
Stupid.
I don't think it was trying to be serious at all. I think he was trying to take elements of the serious movies and the stuff that he really enjoyed, like the wearing the skin and you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is all over this thing, obviously. I even heard some Jason music going on in there.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, I think he just took parts, wrapped them all together. I'm not even sure he knew where he was going with some of this stuff. You know, because some of it didn't really go anywhere. It was just there as an homage, as you like to say, to the films previous. And I'm looking forward to viewing The Devil's Rejects. I have not seen that yet.
The other thing, speaking of mix master, sticking everything in a blender.
Did you say mix master?
Yeah, mix master.
Oh,
Shows
okay.
you how old I am.
Okay, wow.
You know, I mean, it's kind of like there's a scene that you should be taken really seriously, and all of a sudden he's got crazy modern disco music playing in the background.
She's a prick.
Yeah, we'll get sued for that. Watch out.
No.
You know.
I'll tell you what. It was goofy. It was kooky. It was weird.
It was goofy.
You know, but like I said, I don't know why it works for me. I know that the Spaulding character saves the whole thing for me, honestly, and it's going to get a higher rating just because of him. What's his face? The Edgar Winter character, as we like to call him. He was a trip, man. You know, but he was the character. If any of them were going to be serious,
Bill Moseley.
You know what? He's on our friends list on MySpace.
Yeah,
I should have known that. Bill, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He put in a solid performance. But if any character was supposed to be like more on the serious side,
you want to know something funny? He was in your next favorite film, Army of Darkness.
Oh, my next favorite film that I just want to flush. Yes. No. Army of Darkness is an embarrassment. I'll tell you that. But that's going to be another review. But that's just ridiculously bad. You think this is bad, Mike? I mean, oh my God.
Oh yeah, no. Army of Darkness was stupid for stupid's sake. This, to me, it didn't know what to. I couldn't tell what this film wanted to be. It had so many different things going on.
Well, that's the thing, Mike. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Does it want to be serious? Does it want to be grounded in reality?
It doesn't want to be anything. I don't think it wants to be anything. I think, honestly, if you try to go, you're going to hurt yourself trying to make sense of this movie.
If it's going to be a fun kind of silly film, obviously nobody was having fun filming it except for Sid Haig.
Well,
he was the only person who had a good time filming this film.
And man,
everyone else was covered in blood and crying and screaming.
His part was incredible, man. I can't say enough about that. But let me just say this. Zombie had a vision of taking these serious overtones, mixing them up in this comedy routine, and somehow trying to get something like relatable out the rear end of it. You know, and
this movie had something to do with something.
So it really didn't work.
End.
It really didn't work. Okay, and I admit that. But like I said, it's not something where I'm going to sit there and just fall asleep and just like croak over it. You know, it's entertaining to me. I don't know how this movie became entertaining to me, but it really is.
Yeah, to me it was just like, what's going on? Why are they dressed in bunny suits now? Wait a second. She's now singing Betty Boop.
That has to be an inside joke of Rob Zombie. I don't know exactly what's going on with the bunnies, but that has to be some kind of inside joke. Mike, honestly, you're going to hurt yourself trying to make sense of this thing.
Exactly.
I'm not even trying to make sense of it. I'm just saying that from a viewer and a critical viewer of this type of movie.
Very critical.
Usually. For this type of film, this somehow works. I don't know how it works. I'm not even going to try to explain it. It's just, if you try to verbalize too much about what you just watched, you're going to sound like an idiot. You're gonna be like, there were people captured, put in bunny suits, put down into a sewer.
But it wasn't a sewer. It was like underground cave
or
with
something.
Weird medical equipment.
But it looked like a sewer that was like cut out and made into this like an underground hotel.
And conveniently, they wired it for electricity every 15 feet too.
Yeah, you noticed that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, Dr. Evil looked pretty cool.
Satan.
Dr. Satan. Sorry, Dr. Evil. Yeah, hey, man.
Okay, which one was Dr. Satan now? Because there were two weirdos.
Dr. Satan was the guy doing the surgery.
Okay.
That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it.
Who was the weird guy breathing the things chasing?
He was left over from the Hellboy set, and they just hired him.
I
have no idea. I really don't. I don't know.
See, that's just this film.
It doesn't make a lot of sense in a lot of areas, right?
Okay.
So what I did was I sat down. I had a beer, I watched it, and I just took it for what it was, visually and audible wise. And in all honesty, if you do that, since I did that, I loved it. I didn't love it, I liked it. Okay, I won't say I love it because you're going to catch me on that. I liked it, and it somehow worked for me. I knew it wasn't going to work for you, and that's why I kind of wanted to review these.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew you were going to come in and go, huh? Because usually it's me coming in going, what did you make me watch? You know, and I don't know what it is, like I said, and I don't want to harp on it too much, but this particular movie has enough comedy, enough action, enough interesting visuals, very good soundtrack, excellent surround sound. There was stuff swirling all over the place, mixed extremely well. The menus on this DVD are insane. You have to play with the menus, because if you're a Spalding fan, you're going to laugh. He's all over the menus, dude. So, you know what I'm giving it, Mike?
What are you giving it, Jim?
I'm going to give it 3 stars.
3 stars?
I'm going to give it 3 stars. You know why I'm going to give it 3 stars? Because it entertained me.
Okay.
And there's a lot better movies that you think are better and that all these other guys think are better that don't entertain me.
Yep.
So I'm going to give it 3 stars because I got several good belly laughs out of this mother. Go ahead. What are you going to do? Go ahead. Lay it on me.
How can I follow that? There were, you could tell that it was Rob Zombie's first film. It had a lot of.
Well, it played like a music video.
Yeah, it was definitely a 84-minute music video.
Yeah.
The colors were all crazy. Obviously, a lot of computer-style editing, and rapid cuts, and But to me, this was just like a Alice in Wonderland meets Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
You know what? That might be how you have to verbalize it. That might be the right definition. Is Alice in Wonderland meets the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah, I spent most of this time the film just going, what is going on
Dude.
here? I could follow the story a bit, and like I said, Sid Haig was great. He was the best part. I wish they had more of him.
Oh, I do too. I do too.
Oh well.
I want Captain Spaulding to have his own movie. Like a trilogy.
You have not seen Devil's Rejects.
Well, where he just gets up there and just like caps on everybody for like 3 hours. That's what I want to see. He is hilarious.
Some of the writing was the dialogue, rapid fire, smart dialogue.
Absolutely,
though, especially Spaulding.
Absolutely.
I'm pushing it, but because I like you, I'm going to give it 2 stars.
Because you like me, huh?
I like you and don't want you to get too.
Wow. Okay. You just didn't want me to come back at you. No. No, seriously, I'm probably pushing it pretty hard to get it to 3 stars.
I'm pushing it pretty hard to get to.
I'll admit that. But I'm giving it 3. Mike's giving it 2.
All right. I'm Michael Mandy. He's Rowdy Jeff. We'll talk to you next week at the Horror Debate.